Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do a Monday doubleheader. We're starting off with a band from Portugal that we've done on the channel before, but like ages ago. Really ages ago. I think it's got to be over a year, maybe even 2 years ago.
Maybe 2 years.
Yeah, the band is Dogma. They're from Portugal. They're a doom metal band from Portugal. And the name of the song is Deus Assassino, which means murdering God. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or murder God, or God's a murderer. I mean, it's kind of hard to translate it exactly to murdering God. I think it's close enough.
Okay.
Or God's a murderer, something along those lines, which is a really interesting name. So, and by the name of the song being in Portuguese, I'm going to assume that they're going to sing in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Which it's going to be really interesting. Doom metal in Portuguese. I mean, let's see where this takes us. Like we've heard the band before. It's not like we don't know.
It's like we don't know the band.
Exactly.
But it has been a while, so
it's been a while. They actually sent us.
they sent us a bunch of T-shirts.
And they sent us an autographed CD as well.
Yeah.
So, but it's been a long time, and my ears need to be refreshed with their new sound, with their new music, their new video. They have an album coming out. So, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Chora os deuses, chora a serpente, chora o verme, choram os deuses.
Holy. Wow, man. All right, I really have to hear your opinion on this. I have a bunch of stuff to talk about, but I really want to hear what you have to say. Because I think, to me, understanding the lyrics, it elevates the song even more, because I understand what they're talking about. For you, it's like you're listening to a song in Finnish.
Yeah.
You know, technically it's what it is. I mean, did you understand any single thing they said?
No, I didn't.
Not even when they said Deus Assassino? At least that you should have understood, because I told you what it meant.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you think of the song?
I think I have to start with her vocals, because I wish that her vocals were more, like, they were there. As,
You wanted more, even.
I wanted more.
Okay.
I wanted
Fair
more.
enough.
Because when they came, I was like, oh, beautiful.
She's
But
like
then
the Dual Spons of doom metal.
yeah, and then they left, and I was.
I'm saying that because you know who Dual Spons
Yeah.
is.
And then they left, and I was so sad, because I'm like, could you just keep them for a little bit longer?
Okay.
Because I loved her vocals, and I just wanted more. In
Her
the song.
voice is... We said that the last time when we did their video. I remember that one of the things that we said is that we wanted more of her voice in the song. That I remember
Because it's
specifically.
a 10-minute song, but she only came in like twice in the song, and she came in for a little bit, and then she kind of went away, and then it was more atmospheric.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily... I understand what you're saying. Her voice is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right? But I think it's one of those things that perhaps if you get too much of it, it's too much of a good thing, and then you don't miss it. The fact that you miss it and you want more...
That's probably...
It makes it great. But if you have too much of it, then you don't miss it anymore, and then it becomes kind of redundant. It becomes repetitive, and then it takes a little bit of the shine away. And that's why we can have nice things. So... I understand, like I said, I understand where you're coming from. I don't necessarily agree with you, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
To me, there's two things I would have liked to see. I don't know what I'm gonna say if it would make the song better, but I would like to see those two things just to see how the song would sound, right? First off is the male clean vocals at the start to me went on for too long. I wouldn't mind the male clean vocals at the start, but just almost as an intro. But to me, they went on for a little bit longer. I prefer the harsh. I wouldn't say harsh vocals, but the
more
deeper,
graspy,
the more rough around the edges.
I liked his clean vocals, but they weren't my favorite. But when he started doing the harsher vocals, that's when I...
But I think it fits better.
It does
within the song that more raspiness to the voice. The clean vocals at the start, it reminded me of another Portuguese band called Mo Morta. I mean, they were huge when I was growing up. Like I was a huge fan of those guys, and they had the vocal style. I'm not talking about necessarily the tone. I'm talking about more of the delivery. They used to do a lot of that spoken word into the songs because that's kind of how it started.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminded me of Mo Morta, which for people in Portugal my age, or everybody should know who that band is because they were absolutely phenomenal. But anyways, so it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. I don't mind if it was a smaller portion of it, almost just as an intro, almost like if you had a narrator, and then go into the harsh vocals. I understand why they did it, because me understanding what the lyrics are, there's an evolution in terms of your state of mind and your spirit. So I understand that it starts off in a more calm, collective way, but then as the song progresses, things change within the song. The relationship between the characters of the song changes. So there's so you go from a more peaceful state of mind to a more aggressive state of mind. So I understand from a progression perspective in terms of how the lyrics play into the song, why they did it the way they did. Having said that, I would have liked to have more of the harsh vocals or harsher vocals, less of the clean vocals, because I think it adds more volume. It adds more. It adds a little bit more presence. It makes the songs feel even darker. The second thing that I would have liked to see tried. Once again, I'm not saying that what I'm saying would work and make the song better, but I would like to try just to see how it sounds, how the song would sound. And that to me is at the end, when you have that humming at the end as the song is closing off. The drums, I wanted the drums to be a little bit heavier, more of the double pedaling, I'm not saying blast beats, but a little bit more of the
double pedaling.
Give a little bit more bass to it. Give it a little bit more strength. A little bit more thickness to the track.
It kind of balances the.
Exactly. Because the melody.
I feel like that would work though.
The melody was so light.
It needed something to balance the lightness.
You needed something to bring the song down. Let the melody and her voice try to lift up the song, but give it something that pushes it back down. And to me, the element that could do that without really changing the feel of the song
is the Wolfheart style double pedals.
Yeah, just and not just a little bit and go off, a little bit and go off. No, like just as that progression is happening, add the drums into it and let both of them take you all the way to the end of the track. I think that it would have given the song a little bit of heaviness at the end. Definitely would have given the song a little bit of heaviness, but it would also give the song a little bit of this really strong closing of the track. Like give a little bit more substance to it. I would have tried those two things. I think if one of them would work better, definitely the drums have a better chance of working better than changing the vocals, because changing the vocals would change the dynamic of the lyrics and how the emotional roller coaster that the song is. But the drums I really felt, because once in a while you would hear, but in the mix it wasn't really heavy, it wasn't really predominant, because I could hear it coming in, but it would go and then it would go and but they didn't stay in.
They didn't go through with it. They just kind of
just like a tease. It was just a tip.
Just a tip, yeah.
It was just a tip, and I felt that in the mix it was really hidden in the mix. So what you needed is to put it in a little bit more of the forefront.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit more presence, a little bit more substance. Increase the volume there, and not just go in and out. Like
not
go in and stay in.
Yeah.
The whole shaft. All the way in, and keep it there. Hold it in there. So that's the only two things. But I'm gonna say this: this song is magnificent. As far as a doom metal track is concerned, her vocals just absolutely is a mic drop throughout.
Yeah.
Every time I saw her showing up, and I know I'm going to hear it,
I got myself ready.
I was like, yes, her voice is phenomenal. But the whole band, that guitar riff, by the way, how doomy is that guitar riff?
Especially the one that would go before her vocals.
Yeah. Oh. But even when the song died out, there's when the clean vocals die out, before the harsh vocals come in, there's a part there that the song feels like it's coming to an end, like with the feedback of the guitar pushing all the way to the end. When it comes back again, it comes just like that guitar melody that it was just really, really, like overall, like really well put together track.
Yeah.
I would have changed those two little things, and I'm not saying that by changing those two little things, the song would be better.
The double pedaling thing.
I think the double pedaling would work for sure. But what I would like to do is hear this song this way, and then hear this song with those two changes, and see how different would it be. I think it would make this song even better. I mean, I should be in the studio when bands are putting this shit together, so I can. Well, either that or they think, what an idiot, what does he know what he's talking about?
Well,
I don't know. It's just my opinion.
You listen to enough albums that, you know...
yeah, and in a wide variety. It's not like I just listen to one genre. I mean, I listen to everything from rock, like psychedelic rock, all the way to like, I don't know, brutal death metal. I listen to everything. So by listening to everything, it kind of exposes you to a lot of different ways of constructing songs, things that would work, perhaps some things that are a little bit out of the scope. So maybe that's why. That's why sometimes Thomas from Wolfheart, he buzzes me about a track, because he needs a different set of ears to check something out. All right,
a non-biased ears.
I don't know about that, because I'm always biased when it comes to Wolfheart. All right, guys. So this is it for this video, but don't go anywhere. There's another video coming right after, and that's a Patreon request. See you guys.
See ya.